We live in the 21st century where you can do that. You can make money off of your real passion. You can make $40,000, $80,000 a year just off of focusing on your passions. Random_variable9, the best book to get rid of laziness. I wouldn't even recommend a book because then what happens? If I recommend a book, most likely you're probably going to be lazy to read the book, right? I get it. I'm not trying to call you like that's just human nature. The idea is find that self-awareness of what do you personally enjoy, right? Like I think laziness has a utility in the sense of, hey, that's like your personality, that's your spirit, your whatever, your person telling you, I don't like this, I don't want to do this. So find the things that you personally really enjoy and go for that, you know? So if you find yourself always getting excited with sports, then, you know, maybe that's a thing you need to do, right? As a kid, you know, for the most part, kids always had some sort of interest. When you went ahead and played as a kid, there was always like, oh yeah, I love playing with trains. Maybe you love trains then, you know, like maybe that transferred over. So think about when you were a kid, what is it that you truly enjoyed as an individual, as a person, as a child, as a kid? And then from there, start asking yourself, have I been doing that recently? Have I been, again, I don't know, playing with if you played with different trains growing up, maybe you like trains. If you played with different like wrestling toys, maybe you like wrestling, right? Find the things that you personally enjoy, because from there you're not going to be lazy. It's not going to feel like work. It's just going to feel like, yeah, you're doing the things you love and enjoy, you know? Now you got to be practical, of course. That's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, you know, finally listen to you, Ryan, or even, oh, Ryan's being stupid. It's like, no, but you also need to be practical. If you love wrestling, right? If you grew up with little wrestling toys and you're like, wow, I've always loved watching wrestling and this and that. Again, this can transfer to anything, right? I've always loved wrestling, playing with the wrestling toys, but you know, now I'm too old to be a wrestler. Great. At least you have the self-awareness to say, all right, at this moment, you know, I'm already 20, 30, 40 years old. I'm not going to be a wrestler. But at least now you know, one, that you love wrestling, or now you know what it is you love. And then two, you get some sort of other job or other thing that helps you pay the bills, take care of your responsibilities. And then those dark hours, you know, 6 to 10 p.m., you spend all your time, you know, following wrestling or following whatever passion it is that you have, that you're not lazy on, that you truly love to do. And you put in the work, you put in the time consistently over time. And eventually, maybe you do some sort of social media on that because you're so passionate about it. Your passion starts to shine through, whether it's videos, whether it's written content, whatever it might be. We live in the 21st century where you can do that. You can make money off of your real passions, right? Like you can make $40,000, $80,000 a year just off of focusing on your passions. But you got to be practical. Put in the time. Make sure you're working to, if you have responsibilities, right? Like, hell, if you can afford living with your parents, like, and your parents are willing to pay for everything, then maybe that's something you want to do. But I don't know your situation. So I would say the best way to get rid of laziness is to have self-awareness of what is it that you really love, that you're truly, truly passionate about. Then from there, what is it that I need to be responsible for, right? Ask yourself, that's just a personal question of what are my responsibilities and how can I be practical while also pursuing my passion. Again, for most people, that is going to be getting an 8 to 5 job, and then from 6 to 10 p.m., putting in the work to go ahead, 6 to midnight even, putting in the work to go ahead and study and sort of play and research the passion that you're passionate about, the topic that you're passionate about as an individual. And hell, I'll even recommend a book if you want to read, but again, if you don't want to read, that's fine. So if you already know you like reading, right, then I would say check out Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Again, if you like reading, this book will show you how, you know what, you can make $40,000, $80,000 a year focusing on your passion, right? Because you can use social media. Now, if you're getting lazy because of you don't want to read, well then just, maybe give it your best effort. I am a big fan of look, you got to try. But to some degree, if you really don't like it after you've tried every day for a month or whatever, you really keep trying and it's just not part of your DNA as you even though you've been disciplined with putting in the effort and you're trying your best and it's still not working, then fine. Maybe you acknowledge you don't like books. Check out audiobooks, check out videos, whatever works for you. I'm not a big fan of oh, hey, I'm going to recommend this book to you, but you don't like reading. You don't like reading. That's that. I'm not here to force you to read. I'm just here to help share information and help empower you guys. That's it. I'm here to just share what I do. That's it. And try my best to help you guys. Have that self-awareness of what is it that you're actually truly passionate about. And then from there, figure out how you can make it a more practical thing, whether it's working 8 to 5 and then, the early hours or the late hours, going ahead and putting in the research and time to further develop your passions and skill sets within that passion. And then thirdly, eventually you might be able to go ahead and make it a sort of salary where you post social media, you post content, you write blogs, whatever it might be about your passion, and now you can actually make money off of that passion. That's really how the world works now. You have options nowadays, especially if you're on here. If you're on here, that means you have social media. So instead of being on here, go research what you're passionate about, right? If you already know what it is, and then from there, you go ahead and start talking about it, right? Start making posts about it, or if you prefer writing content, blogs about it, right? And start doing your research and start sharing your thoughts on it. Oh, I love peanut butter. Great. Go ahead and write a blog about the different tastes that you should look for in peanut. I don't know, whatever it might be. But that's the beauty of living in 2022, in the 21st century. So I say when it comes to getting rid of laziness, the best way to get rid of laziness is not to read a book, right? The best way to get rid of laziness is to, one, try your best in whatever it is you're doing. And if you're still finding that you are lazy, then maybe you need to lean into that. Maybe you need to say, you know what? I've really tried reading books. I've really tried X. I've really tried Y. It's just not working. Fine. Then now you have self-awareness to say, okay, it's not working. So then what is it that I truly get excited about? What is it that I'm really passionate about it? And go all in on that. Just dive into it. That's it. All right? So if you find yourself getting lazy, but you are also willing to say you really tried your best in it, because that's the thing. Sometimes we try, but we just kind of, half-assed it. We just kind of tried. So no, like doing uncomfortable things is going to require, pushing yourself. But over time, if you do it consistently, like I realized I'm starting to enjoy cold showers, even though at first I didn't like it. It's only been a week, but I'm really trying my best to do it anyways for at least a few weeks to see if I can really go after it. I'm starting to really enjoy it, right? So it's like, it's a fine balance of trying your best, but also if you've tried your best for months on end and it's just still not working out, then maybe that's that. Hey, you know what? I'm lazy in this. What is it that really lights my fire? What is it that really gets me excited? And go for that.